Yes, actually the fact is when Uma Bharti, when she was being brought back into the party, your top leaders were not even present. The question today is that there is so much internecine warfare. Are you saying, Mr. Seshadri Chari, that there is no internecine warfare? Are you saying it's a reality? No, and do you believe that internecine warfare is something which sends out the right signal to the people of this country about a party that said it's ready to take over the country?
Arnav, yes, I have told you in the first place, there are differences of opinion.
You have admitted it, I saw that.
But if you want to claim that these differences of opinion are absolutely third world war in the BJP, I'm sorry, I don't want to take that.
Sure, no,
but there are differences, and these differences are being ironed out, and being a absolutely democratic party, we welcome these differences.
Krishna wanted to come in, so what's it? Yes, Krishna.
No, Arnab, I think we can keep going on and on about this internecine thing, and I think that is truly a matter of fact. It's a matter of record. Mr. Gadkari himself has said this on the record, that he's barely been speaking to Mr. Modi for quite a few months, and that he last met Mr. Modi or spoke to him at some television head's son's wedding or so on. So I think that is really a matter of record. I think one of the key issues also that you're facing at the BJP National Executive Meeting is the growing RSS hold over the party, which the party seemed to have kind of shaken off after the 2009 election defeat. But I think what you're finding increasingly is the growing foothold of the RSS with all the party, and I think you're seeing that play with this whole issue of Sanjay Joshi, but also the whole issue of Mr. Gadkari getting a second term. I think Mr. Modi's decision to or reported decision to not attend the meeting is just not pinged on the issue of Sanjay Joshi or his induction into the party. It's also about a second term for Mr. Gadkari, which basically stymies the chances of Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi's game plan, and I'm just speculating here because you, like me, are a journalist, and we are just speculating. Mr. Modi's game plan seemed to have been that he would do spectacularly well in this December's elections. He would then become the party president and then probably throw his hat into the ring. I think what happens if Mr. Gadkari gets into the race or gets a second term now is that the chances of Mr. Modi becoming party president recede quite a lot. So I think you are seeing this whole issue of the RSS kind of dictating terms big time to the BJP back once again. It seemed to have been kind of shaken off after the election defeat in 2009. Mr. Advani took quite a few steps to kind of distance himself, but I think you're seeing increasingly the fact that the RSS foothold over the party in various issues is really back to the front, and I think we're really looking at a situation where the party is facing leadership issues, policy issues, and so on and so forth.
Is the RSS, last question, is the RSS promoting Mr. Nitin Gadkari, who has no known national mass base or appeal, versus supporting a Narendra Modi because Mr. Nitin Gadkari is more manageable? Than manageable as in the sense that Mr. Narendra Modi has his own support base. It may be slightly more difficult for the Sangh Parivar out of Nagpur to manage or call the shots to Mr. Narendra Modi as opposed to Mr. Nitin Gadkari, who is from Nagpur and who has a historically close relationship with the RSS. Simple point to you tonight is why this over-imposing shadow of the RSS over the BJP, which everybody is talking about. Everybody is not wrong there, Mr. Chari. You can say it's all right, but everybody is not wrong about the looming presence and the growing presence of the RSS over the top BJP leadership, which appears weakened.
I am associated with the RSS for almost
I am aware. That's
years.
Why this question to you.
You have been covering politics for last 20 years at least.
Yes.
Now tell me, where was Narendra Modi as a national leader 20 years back?
Are you undermining him?
Where was Raman Singh a leader of Chhattisgarh? Where was Uma Bharti before 92?
No, so what is the point you're making?
The issue is, the RSS does not impose people on the BJP. And nobody is a national leader and then projected as a leader that way. So every political personality in the BJP, or for that matter in any other political party, has his own growth chart. Similarly, Mr. Gadkari also was a very well-known leader as far as Maharashtra is concerned. As a PWD minister, he did wonderful job here.
Are you saying that Mr. Gadkari has wider appeal as opposed to Narendra Modi because that choice is a clear choice?
Arnav, as a political party, the BJP does not believe that the party has to be led by one individual. We are not a proprietary concern.
You need a prime ministerial face.
We are a very different kind of a party, so you have to understand BJP from the perspective of BJP's own growth chart. Therefore, to think that
is Narendra Modi less manageable?
These stories are excellent. These stories are excellent as far as the newspaper headlines are concerned, but they are not fact. There is no reality in this. You can write as many centimeters as you want about RSS imposing its leadership on the BJP, but it is not a fact.
One quick response from Krishna
Prasad. It is not a fact.
My question was whether Nitin Gadkari is more manageable.
If Mr. Krishna Prasad has got he is privy to some decisions taken by the RSS and he is very close to the RSS leadership, that's a different issue. But as far as a person who is very closely connected with the RSS, I can assure you, RSS has not imposed any leadership on the BJP. It is left to the BJP's sweet will, and even before becoming the party president, Nitin Gadkari was part of
the RSS may not do it directly, but the RSS indirectly through its own advice, guidance and all, it may not formally take the decision.
Now, if you cannot take the logic that it doesn't do anything directly, you can always say that indirectly they are doing it.
You know, when Mohan Bhagwat said things before the Shimla National Executive, you know the impact, you know what happened to Jaswant Singh, you know the shivers it sent down the BJP top leadership's spine. So, Mr. Chari, having covered politics but not having known about it in as much depth as you do, the fact of the matter is the RSS has a stronghold over the BJP, and our assessment is the RSS hold over the BJP today is stronger than it was 3 or 4 years back. Now you may disagree, but yes, Krishna Prasad wants to also come. Krishna, you satisfied with his response to your point?
You know, I mean, Arnab, the more you hear Mr. Seshadri Chari speak, and he speaks very well, the more you hear him, each line he speaks really tells you that the BJP is more and more and more going down the line of the Congress. It's basically, if not the Congress B team, the Congress junior team, frankly. You know, this was the same party which in 2009 was exhorting the Congress to name its prime ministerial candidate. And to see that same party today kind of, beating around the bush and refusing to name a prime ministerial candidate kind of suggests to you that the BJP has been unable to kind of come to grips with its own internal situation. And look at the situation they are placed in. You're seeing scams raining down on this country. You're seeing scandals raining down on this country. You're seeing a government in disarray. You're seeing a party which is split right asunder. You're seeing a Congress that is. You're seeing an economy which is in free fall. And yet if the BJP is unable to come to grips with the situation, it tells you that that the BJP seriously faces a big issue, and that big issue is so big that it's not going to be resolved in the next couple of days. The simple point also is that the BJP more and more look like a franchise outfit where the center just doesn't hold for the BJP. The BJP is just a franchise. Each of these states that operate for the BJP, which is Gujarat, which is Karnataka, which is Chhattisgarh, and so on, they are all operating on their own terms and conditions, and I think that is clearly the issue for the BJP, which is that it has a central outfit, but that center does not hold quite like the Congress.
Well, let me assure Mr. Krishna Prasad, and through him a number of other people who probably nourish this kind of fears and aspirations about the BJP. He has all good intentions for the BJP, I am sure, I believe it, but therefore let me assure you,
he doesn't need to have
there are problems facing the country. I mean, there is a very serious problem of economy, there is a serious problem of governance, there is a serious problem of corruption. We all agree, and the BJP is aware of all these problems. BJP is aware of all these problems.
Will Modi attend?
But Arnav, Modi's attending or not attending is not the issue before the country today. The issue before the country today is...
Are you not concerned if he doesn't attend?
There has to be a serious debate on governance. And
BJP, that regardless, but Modi's second absence from a national executive meeting will hit the party.
There are so many people. There are 170 people attending.
Modi is not among 170 leaders.
The BJP. I mean, as far as the BJP's national executive is concerned, there is no difference between Modi and Seshadri Chari. Please let me tell you that.
Okay, we are following the story. Seshadri Chari has been as candid as he possibly can. Wow. Krishna, some good points raised by you tonight. On a night when after the 3rd anniversary of UPA 2, you have had this petrol price hike and a big debate, the question will be there on whether the country's principal opposition party is battle ready. Seshadri Chari...
I would certainly like to have Mr. Krishna as one of our strategists when we come to plan the elections.
I can tell you he's the last person you should be asking. Well, Krishna Prasad, thank you. Seshadri Chari, thanks for joining me on the debate tonight. See you again tomorrow with a big story and the relevant debate. Till then and only till then, good night and goodbye.